Going back to our pose mode. In the pose mode you have these thumbnails, and by pressing them on them you will be going into the actual pose. You are also able to blend poses together. So a little bit of each will give you something like this. One aspect here is the ability to filter out different aspects of the pose. For example, if I just wanted the arm of this pose, I will select the arm, and you just get this arm section blended in with the pose you're working on. You can also go back and just get a blend of in between position of the arm or any other joint. So for example, if you want the leg, we've got the legs there. Okay, just the thighs in this case. Okay, so let's just switch that off and go back to our original pose. So now everything works very simply. You are shown the situation in the sense of the range that you still have to add to the original pose. So for example, you know that what's remaining is the rest of this circle, and you've got quite a way to go before you complete the actual position. This is really useful for when you're going to the play mode, and this is very simple. Selecting all will select all of the current thumbnails. Inversing them in this case will take everything off, because of course we all selected all of them. For example, if I dial this one up and this one, by clicking inverse you're getting what is remaining, and clearing will also clear everything. Okay, so by clicking all and clicking on loop, we can loop through the animations that we have here, that we have selected in fact. We can also set the speed. So for example, 1 second will be like this. If I want to, I can also remix in live the positions that I'm working through. So I can take this middle section away, and we're only going to blending between these two. Or I can take this one away. This one will keep looping in itself, and we can add the other. So this way we are in fact playing between postures in the same way as you would play on the keyboard and the piano. You're in fact remixing animations and poses in a very intuitive and easy way. What we can also do is go between a very soft blend between the poses and a more robotic linear blend. So here there is no smoothing between the postures, so you have a much more straight and rigid kind of feel to it. There is also an instant mode, which means that it will just shift between the postures. If we make this pose right here, and let's say I want to save it, pressing save, a copy of that posture is saved, and you can now use it in the blending and then the playing through. But also you are able to email a pose by simply selecting it using the same selection idea. Pressing email, and you can email a BVH skeletal information, which is used in software like Motion Builder, DAZ Studio, Poser, Maya, 3D Max, and the like. Delete will simply delete by pressing here. I'm going to be deleting the pose, so let's just resave it because I want to see what it's going to look like with our performance. So if I want to click on all, selected everything, and I can just loop through now, give it a timing, create an ease orbit just for the sake of seeing what it looks like from different angles. And we can also loop it just once and it will come to a stop. So let me demonstrate to you the frames mode here. The frames mode is essentially designed to enable you to create frames between the poses. So this is based on 30 segments, 30 divisions between the pose that we entered into and between the pose that we already have now. You can go in increments of 12, for example. So this is more of an anime and stop motion approach. You'll be able to perhaps prototype some ideas and see exactly what it might look like as an animated character at the end of it by dialing in the section that you want, creating a pose and saving it, and then using it in the playthrough as a slideshow essentially. So we have 30 frames, which is the standard CGI, 24 frames is more film, and anime will be the 15 or the 12.